This is an interesting ad for a very simple but seemingly quite successful online business that I ran across here. Check it out. Let me start by playing the video ad. And here we can see it's just someone signing a signature with the text over the video. Improve your signature in 1 hour. So that's telling me it's some kind of service that creates a signature for you. And here's the headline: Create an amazing signature with professional calligraphers. I didn't even realize that was a thing. I didn't realize that anybody cared what anybody else's signature looked like, or that people cared what other people thought their signature looked like. But apparently it is. And when we take a look at the social reactions on the post, we can see 6,400 and 136 comments. So this ad has been running for quite some time to get that number of reactions. And to me, that indicates that it's doing quite well. So I wanted to take a look at this a little bit further and unpack it and see what we can learn and take away from this ad and their offer. Because if you follow my channel, you know that offer is something that's incredibly crucial. And right from this ad and the success that we can see it's had, we know that the offer is strong. There's a lot of people out there apparently that want to have a good signature. Okay, so on that note, let's head on over to the landing page and take a look at that. And when it opens up, the first thing we see is the headline right there in bold font. Hit the top with your new stunning signature. That is fundamentally the offer. And it's a simple offer, and that's very important to kind of point out and talk about, because a lot of people, in my opinion, or marketers in general, when they're trying to market something, they don't have a clearly defined simple offer. They might have this big, product that does all kinds of magical things, but they can't clearly define it and articulate it in a way that is simple and easily communicated. That happens so much, and people try to say, do this and do this and this and this with your product, but fundamentally what sells is one simple, clear, and concise offer, which this business here is doing, and they can clearly articulate it. Hit the top with your new stunning signature, and then the subtext: professional artists will create the perfect signature complete with a personalized tutorial to make you master it with ease. So then they fundamentally articulate how they're going to do that, right? Or how it's delivered, or what you're getting here. So not only are they designing the signature, but somehow they're giving you a tutorial to make you master it with ease. And I don't know exactly how they're doing it, but based on some of the other videos that I saw them running in their ad library, it seems like they, just give you a stencil and tell you to trace it. I mean, that doesn't really, seem like much, but I saw the video with somebody fundamentally tracing a light copy of this signature. So, I guess that's really not much of a tutorial, but maybe there's more to it, but that's, the most I could find out. Aside from the heading and the clear, simple offer, if we scroll through the page, we will notice a lot of social proof, right? So we got 192,000 customers since 2018. Okay, so now I know that they're stretching things a little bit, but the average person buying the service that is not an experienced marketer would have no idea, because, well, they just can't easily check how long this website's been around. But one of the things I did as I'm analyzing things, and mind you, I analyze everything I buy, tough cookie to sell to, was I popped it into SEMrush so I could see exactly when the site started getting traffic, but that was not until just months ago, September 2024. So quite recent. Has not been around since 2018. They're clearly lying about that. It's a big fudge. But, well, they're also lying about, I was going to say, but they've got 192,000 customers. They don't. I don't think they've done that many in a few months. But anyways, they've got some social proof here. It's probably stock images, but they're doing a good job at, at kind of putting it front and center. They're doing a good job at selling things. A little bit more social proof kind of baked in here. Certainly, most likely a stock image. I don't think Thomas Fenton is a real software engineer, and that's what he looks like. Maybe there are Thomas Fentons that are software engineers, but not him. Anyhow, they're showing a deliverable and showing somebody that represents social proof. And then they're showing how you would use this thing. Oh, here's the stencil things. Our calligrapher creates a professional tutorial. Right? It just looks like, hey, here's stencils, trace it until you can make this signature yourself. Here's how it goes through. Yeah, all right, here's more of the stencils, and then choose the plan. So I don't really get what the differences are here. Oh, you get a professional calligrapher, you get a prized calligrapher, or you get the most experienced artist. Right, I guess that's the quality of your signature. It's one of those things I think for $30 difference, maybe a lot of people just go for it, or maybe a lot of people just go for the, $10 upsell, but they probably just have the same talent staff doing all of them. That just makes the most sense. From an from a perspective, right? Like I just can't imagine that they have that. I can't imagine that somebody is able to create different tier quality of signature. It's just this is how you envision it, and there you go. Maybe there's more to it than that, but these are the three packages. The packages are priced at a point that can be direct response sustainable or fungible, meaning somebody will come here from the ad and just buy in one click. Maybe they don't, I guess it's probably a little unrealistic they buy on their first click, but that's where ad frequency comes in. And a lot of people often talk about ad frequency as being a bad thing, but I completely disagree. And in my experience, the higher frequency goes, the better an ad does, because think about it, nobody really is ready to bust out their credit card the first time they see an ad. All right, they might click and they might be like, this is interesting. Don't know if I'm going to do it. I'm just going to hit the back button. And then time goes on and then they see it again and they kind of scroll over at that time. You're like, yeah, maybe I'll get it. And then finally they see it the third time 2 weeks later and they're like, all right, I'm ready to pull the trigger. They start thinking the next time I see this ad, I'm going to pull the trigger. And that's how people buy. And that's why high frequency is not a bad thing. My best performing ad sets that have been running for years and have literally spent hundreds of thousands, if not some of them millions of dollars, their frequency is incredibly high, like 7, 8 I've seen in my ads and in my ads manager, and they perform very, very well because people see that ad and they're like, oh, here's this ad again, here's this ad again. I've been thinking about doing this. Now it's time to take it. I'm fundamentally what I'm doing here and what you can do, I'm sure this business is doing, is they're warming their whole funnel with direct response ads just by showing it so much. And that's a very, very effective strategy. I don't really do any multi-tiered funneling. Okay, and as we scroll down the landing page, they're showing where you can use your signature. Okay, so they're giving you a tangible idea of how applicable this is in your life. Yes, I sign paper documents. I do e-signatures. I do email signatures. I can put on my social media posts. Okay, wow. Showing how somebody improved it. So we got before and after, more social proof, and then more FAQ. I like this. My handwriting is really bad. Can I still learn how to sign? Apparently that comes up. Video. Telephone. Okay, it's just playing music. I don't know if the screen recorder's picking it up. 92 team members, giving it a bunch of social proof. I don't really like doing these fakey numbers here, but some people really don't mind it, particularly when it comes down to selling. And then get your signature for $39. But really it's 49. That's what I saw. That's what I thought when I saw that, but maybe that's just a typo. I think I don't know, but maybe they had a $39 price point and they changed some things up. Yeah, so overall just incredibly simple, and I think it's doing quite well. But the big things to take away here is really the way that they are able to articulate their offer in such a clear and concise manner right up front, and then have a lot of social proof behind it. They do have some other ads here, and one of the other things I wanted to check out was how long they've been running ads. That's always a telltale sign. Now, we can see going back to October 2024, so that's 3 months ago. It's early January 2025 at this point. So they've been running these ads consistently for 3 months. I like seeing ads that have been ran for years and years and years, right? If you open up a page and you see stuff going back to 2023, that means that it's doing quite well, but still 3 months in the grand scheme of Facebook ads when people are changing their ads every single day in some cases, which, my gosh, that's an awful habit to get into. Seeing something ran for 3 months is still a positive sign that it's doing quite well. The social proof, again, also a positive sign. Oops, we've lost it now. Yeah, we lost that ad. Oh, here's another ad. Same kind of offer. Create your unique signature logo today, $39. All right. Also getting a ton of social proof. Very interesting. Anyhow, it's been running for some time, getting a lot of social proof and reaction. So it's doing quite well, and you can economically do the math behind it here. If they're selling one of these things for $39 or whatever, maybe it costs them $10 to outsource that to someone in the Philippines or India, one of the common outsourcing hubs, or Kenya, like that. One of those common outsourcing hubs for $10, you're making a 75% margin. You got plenty of room to crank and run the ad spend. So on that note, guys, I hope you found this video helpful and insightful. Or if there's anything you feel like I missed out on or overlooked, let me know in the comments below. I'm calling it a wrap and signing off on that note.